Rest ye merry gentlemen, let nothing you dismay. Remember Christ our Savior was born on Christmas Day to save us all from Satan's power.
Hello guys, and welcome to Till Vacuum and Do His Part. We're gonna start right here in my entryway because this is the first thing you see when you walk in. I've redone this area since the last home tour, so if you only follow my home tours, stuff has changed since the last one. There's always a few things. So I used to have like that stainless steel table here. You'll see it later on in another part of the house, but I really love that we added this bench here. It seems so cozy, especially for the holidays. And then I added this Christmas tree right here. We actually found this pre-lit Christmas tree for $1 at a garage sale a few years ago, and I just love having it. And then every time I posted a picture, I feel like I always get asked about these pillows. You're gonna see them throughout my house, but I picked those up from Hobby Lobby. And then the blanket is from Home Goods. It was from a friend. These little ottomans down here used to be on my back patio, but I pulled them in. They're from Walmart. And then I wanna say this pillow is from Home Goods as well as the mirror. And then when you first come in, I have these picture frames here, and I picked those up from Target, and I love, love, love those. Just so you can see another angle, this is what it looks like when you walk in. My office is right there, and then over here, I love this view because you get two trees, but that's Chase's office right there. So we both have offices that look at the front of the house. We also have this coat closet as well. You would think we'd use it more, we really don't. It's just more like a storage closet. So Savannah keeps a few of her jackets in here. We have a lot of bins right here for like snow hats and scarves and stuff like that overflow. And then we have our emergency bags up top just in case there's an emergency or a tornado. And then down here, Chase keeps his cornhole bags. And then right there off to the side is just Savannah's luggage. So that's pretty much all we use that area for. Okay, so I am filming this in the evening. Normally I film during the day, but I wanted the house just to be a little bit darker so you could actually see all of the Christmas lights, since that's actually what this home tour is about. So when you guys saw me decorate, I did not have a tree in here, but I recently moved it in here because I'm editing so much. Plus, I wanted to take Pearl. If you've been around for a while, normally my wedding dress is right here. I moved her into our master closet, so definitely stay tuned if you want to see where she is in there. But I don't have a lot of Christmas in this space. Next year, I may do more, but we just had a lot going on. But when I'm sitting here, I have lights right here. I also have lights out here I can see. I would like to eventually get a tree for right here, but I actually have like our front center tree in Chase's office. You're gonna see that in a second, just because this isn't that wide of an area, so I wouldn't be able to walk out that way. But from the outside, I think it would be cool to have trees in both front windows. I'll go out there here in a little bit when my lights pop on to show you what it looks like from the outside. I wanted to give you another angle in here as well, just because I have double doors right here, and that's obviously right there by the front door. And then I also have a door here. Well, it's not a door, it's just an opening. One day, I always talk about this, I'll probably wall this in and add some type of door here and make this a closet. Just because when I'm like trying to do voiceovers or try to work, it's hard to actually have an office without a door, especially since the kitchen's right there. But let's go ahead and head on into Chase's office now. So as far as Chase's office, it's pretty much the same. We are missing a rug. I actually took that over to the Modern Jewel, but we think we like it a lot better. This room feels bigger. It's just easier to keep clean. The boys are okay with it. If you're new here, this one's Tiger and the big one is George. He's a Silky, which is a lot like a Yorkie, and then the other one's a Golden Doodle. So he's just an F1, not an F1B. But here's our tree. We've had this tree for a while, and you can tell right there, the lights went out. I was gonna buy lights to add them, and time just got away. I actually haven't even fluffed this tree. I said I was going to, but life has just gotten so busy, but it's fine. I'm really loving what people call the naked trees, or just plain trees. I feel like they're so simple. They look very realistic to me, just like you were gonna chop one down outside and throw some lights on it. I just think it's beautiful and simple, especially for like a man's office. I wouldn't want to do anything too girly. So that is Chase's office. Now we're gonna head across the hall, and I don't spend too much time talking about these spaces. This is Savannah's like side of the house, so I try to give her privacy, but just so you guys can kind of have a peek in and know what it looks like. She did recently pick out a new rug, and it's obviously from Boutique Rugs. You guys know I love them, and I do still have a coupon code with them. So if you're wanting a new rug for like Christmas or before the new year, or maybe you didn't know what to ask for Christmas and you want a new gift, that's a good place to go. And you can use ASH60 for 60% off, and I'll put that link and code down below my description box. But there's her bathroom. There's not a ton of Christmas. She did put a little tree out. And then over here is like the coolest room in the house. Just standing here, you can see how cool it is. So she leaves these lights up all year round, and they look so neat. And then over here on this side, she has these cool lights, and we'll link some down below in the description box. These were actually from IKEA. We just don't have one close, and I know a lot of you guys don't, so we buy these all the time for gifts for her friends. So I'll link the ones we've bought in the past. We even bought some as Christmas gifts. And then she did a smaller tree this year. It's perfect, it's cute. She likes to change it up every year. I don't know where she gets that from, but she does always do a new tree. But I think this room is definitely the coolest room in our entire home. Okay, so now we're gonna head on into our living room. I'm loving just the vibe we have in the space this year. I'm loving the black. It just seems so cozy. Chase turned this on for me. If you guys ever want something like this, it's on Netflix, but you can also do it on YouTube as well if you have like that app, or can shoot it to your TV. But it's so cool because for so many years, this is the first time in our house we actually have a real fireplace. So we have this, which is nice, but this is our first year we had it. Well, since we've had the house, so last year, but we've always just used this, and I think it's still cozy, and it's a certain amount of time and the wood will burn down. So it's like real wood, you'll see it. So I think that's super cool. Here is our mantle. This is gonna be so hard to beat once I have to take all of this down. I've already started looking for new pieces because I want to keep the same like layering effect. Absolutely love it. I've been asked a million times about the stockings and the stocking tags. So the stockings I found at HomeGoods, they only had 2 of them, and it was a set of 2. So I grabbed all 4, and I haven't seen them again. So definitely check your HomeGoods or TJ Maxx. Mine's like one and the same. And then these little tags right here are from Etsy, and there's a few girls that make them. If you make them, feel free to leave your link down below because I know somebody's gonna want them and they can get them ordered. And then I also get asked about this set, but I bought it off Craigslist many years ago, way before YouTube. It was so cheap, and I just thought it was perfect because we are a family of 3, so it was perfect for us. Now I'll take you on over here by the tree. So if you've been following me for a while, this tree is very simple for me. Typically, you don't see much of the green on my trees. I love to fill them up, but I was just going for like less is more this year, keep it simple, and I love, love, love the way it turned out. I thought I would miss the tree, and I do. When I go back and look at pictures of my other tree, it was beautiful, but there's just something about the simplicity of this one that I really, really love. So I'm glad I tried something different. I'm gonna kind of turn it around this way. I did bring my mirror back in here, so I've had a tree right here. I have an extra one at the Martin and Joel, so I'm actually gonna grab it tomorrow and probably put it back there because I liked having 2 trees in one room. Here's these pillows again. These blankets right here are by far my favorite blankets. I talk about them over and over and over. I buy them on Amazon, so I'm gonna leave those linked for you, but they are the softest blanket. I hoard blankets, but if you know somebody that loves blankets and you're looking for a last minute gift, I will have that link down below. The other things I always get asked about are our new sectional. I'm loving it so much. No complaints, and I'll have that linked down below as well. This coffee table we found at HomeGoods, so I can't link it for you guys, but I'm loving having like a very lightweight coffee table. Our last one was big and I couldn't really move it. I love that this one I can just like pull it out, vacuum underneath it, slide it back in. If I want to pull it closer to put my drink on, I don't know, it's just super easy. I will say black is kind of hard because it shows every crumb, but I just keep like my Hoover vacuum right here so I can just like suck it up as soon as we're done eating, just because it really does show a lot.
To free all those who trust in him from Satan's power and might. Oh, tidings of comfort and joy,
But now let's head on into the kitchen. Like I said, normally I turn on like every light in my house when I'm doing these home tours, but I just want this to be a very like calming Christmas home tour. You guys can kind of see what it looks like in the evenings here. I'm not always like lit up all the time. Here is my nativity scene. We've had this for quite a few years. I always talk about it that I wanted one so bad when we were first married, but we were broke. And so we found an estate sale, and this was there in the box. It looked brand new, and we got this whole set for $5, and I just love getting to set that out every single year. I also found these little nutcrackers this year. I love black, and I thought I was gonna have to like spray paint a lot of pieces black to do Christmas, but it was from right there, Ross, for $8.99. They had 3 of them, so I grabbed them all, so you'll see them throughout my house as well. Also, another little touch is just to grab like these cutting boards. I don't want to go super crazy when I'm decorating because it starts to drive me crazy and then I take it all back down, but this is something I would already be decorating with, so I just took out an old one and put this one in that has like a Christmas saying on it, so that's always an easy way to decorate as well. Another way just to add a little bit of Christmas into your house is just getting like hand soap. This is a tiny little tree that I picked up from Target. It actually came in a set of 3. You can get Christmas hand soaps anywhere. Ross has a really good deal, TJ Maxx, all those places. But I also love talking about this company. I think it was the sister to this nonprofit that reached out to me, but they actually make these in Waco, and it has to do with like trafficking survivors. It's all women made. You can see right here, it says survivor made, survivor paid. So it's just a really cool way to give back and have Christmas in your home. And guys, this smell right here is amazing. I love it. I cannot say enough good things about it. I also have like the disinfectant spray as well, and I use that all winter long, but this is also a neat gift as well because it also gives back. So just keep that in mind when you guys are shopping, and I'll leave the link down below. We're about to move on to the dining room, but I think this sign I didn't have when I was decorating the house. I picked it up from, it was either Ross or HomeGoods, but I thought it was perfect for here. I wanted to find a wreath, but when I walked up on that and I saw Oh Holy Night, I just thought it was perfect. So I grabbed that and just leaned it up here. It's like a little shelf, so we don't actually have to hang it. And then in here, these chairs have made it way longer than I thought they would. I moved these over here just to show you guys how to set up different seating for Thanksgiving. And I brought them in from our patio and I have loved them ever since. Chase keeps telling me I need to buy like indoor ones, but I feel like they go great. I know I'll miss them in the summertime because they may have to go back outside, but right now I'm loving the way it looks. I love the black chairs. I added these placemats, a few trees, just like that. It's not super crazy Christmas, but you get that like super Christmassy, cozy, kind of like foresty feel. And that was my vibe for this. I wanted it to feel like a forest. So a lot of my trees don't have anything on them. They're just plain trees. These don't even have lights. And I just like love the simplicity of it. Now, when it comes to my guest bathroom, I like to have a little bit of something out. I don't go crazy because it is a small space, but we added this Merry Christmas right here. This is one of those other trees. Like I said, it came in a set of 3. I have just a normal hand soap. I could have done a Christmas hand soap in here, but I just really liked that one. You could also do a Christmas hand towel. I just kept my black and white. Like I said, I like to keep the space super simple, but you still walk in and you think Christmas, but it's not like super overwhelming. Now I'm going to take you into our laundry room slash mud room. So I call this side our laundry room and this side our mud room. It's the perfect combination. It's right here when we walk into our house because we park in the garage and come in. I will say this space is more picture perfect in like the warmer months because we don't have jackets here, so I actually decorate it, but it's been cold lately, so we have jackets hanging up, my purse. I should have put a Christmas pillow here. I just couldn't find a cool black one. Maybe I will next year. So like I said, there's not much Christmas in here, but I like to go ahead and show you the space. We recently did get like a new washer and dryer. Mine broke because we were washing so much stuff from the Modern Jewel. It just like gave up on me. Up here, I should have put some trees. Like I'm just now realizing that. It's just been a very, very busy season for us. But another new thing I got was this. It's off Amazon. Fingers crossed it's still available. I'm obsessed with this. What's nice is this comes off if you want to carry it, but it's on wheels. Like our laundry gets so heavy sometimes. I can just take this and like take it into my bedroom to fold. I can take it to Savannah's room and dump it so she can fold it. But my dryer actually opens up different. It's not from the side. I used to just put my laundry basket down there, but this opens up this way. So it was really hard to get laundry out. And so I just bought this and then I can just like drag it, throw it in there, push it where it needs to go. That way, even if someone comes over and I have laundry in this, it still just looks cute. You guys know I have a thing for baskets and blankets. So I thought that was perfect. It would be a cool gift as well, so just keep that in mind, but I will link that for you. But now we're gonna head out of here and into our master suite.
Well, I'm all for Christmas, all the happy smiles and the wishes, and I want it all from the lights to the mistletoe. Tell me one thing, is there anything that you're missing? I will keep you warm as soon as you remove that snow.
So this is one of my favorite rooms in our house, which is weird because normally like a master bedroom, you just don't use that often. But it's just so cozy in here with the fireplace we added and the Christmas tree. I'm gonna miss the tree in here so much. If you guys haven't noticed, I have these blankets everywhere. I was not joking when I said I loved them. They're like in every room. I bought every color They're seriously amazing. The rug, once again, is from Boutique Rugs. Use ASH60 to get 60% off. The bed is from Amazon. I'll have that linked. The mirrors are Home Goods. The nightstands and dresser over here are from Mathis Brothers. I always get asked about these pillows. They are just from Home Goods, and I just love that they're all the same pillow across. It keeps it super simple. If you guys can tell, that's totally my style. This is the fireplace that I talked about earlier that we've never really had a real fireplace. We've had this guy. It's like the one thing that's been in every house we owned, and if you guys have been here for a while, you guys know nothing stays, but I love this thing. We recently painted it black, and I feel like it is perfect for in here, especially for the winter time with the tree. Once again, I have some more stockings with those name tags. They're from 2 different people, but they both look amazing, and I just feel like it adds a really cool touch to your stockings, and they are like 3D, if you can tell. It's not like flat. Now, if you have like a Cricut machine, you could totally just cut them. They wouldn't be like 3D, but I think it would be really cool to make yourself if you want to save money. There's where my boys sleep. It's kind of messy. But here is our master bedroom. Now we'll head on into our bath. Another cool gift, or just for yourself, are these candles. So I know you guys have seen these a lot, but these are actually in glass jars, and they look so expensive, and then they look real because the flame moves. And it comes with this remote, and so you can turn them on, you can put them on a timer. So basically every night these pop on and stay on for 4 to 6 hours or whatever you set it for. But I feel like they're so neat, even if you forget and not like you don't have the timer on and you want to turn them off. I can like lay in bed, this is normally right there, and I just turn them off. And then I put them on like candlesticks. So I have some in here and some on the fireplace. You probably saw them, but I feel like these are an amazing gift, and they're even like a great gift for yourself, and you won't like burn down the house. Or if you have kids, I'd still keep them up high if you have kids because they are glass, but at least you're not gonna like catch your house on fire.
Whatever we do, we will be all right. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. This Christmas I only wanna be close to you.
So when you go into our master bathroom, it's our bathroom and then our closet. We also have these really cool barn doors that the builder put in. I love those. This is another new rug as well. I picked it up from Boutique Rugs. I know I sound like a broken record. I love this thing though. I went with an outdoor rug since it was our bathroom. I also did this at the Modern Jewel for the living room. I feel like they just clean up well. They're easier to like maintain. They don't have like vacuum lines, so they always look clean. I get makeup on this all the time because this is where I get ready. I'll get blush on it, foundation, and I'll just use powdered Tide and water. It comes right up. So if you have like a dining room area with kids, or even in here where I'm getting like out of the bathtub or the shower and I know it's gonna get wet, like it's made to be outdoors, so it's going to hold up so well. So keep that in mind. Your outdoor rugs don't have to go outside. They also have washable rugs, and I haven't got to try them out yet. Every time I find one I like, they don't have the right size, so I'll test one of those out very soon. I had full intentions of getting like Christmas branches, like tree branches here. It never happened. It'll look really good next year. And I think originally when I decorated, I had like Christmas trees out here, but those didn't make it. But when we're standing here, you can already see Pearl where I put her. We'll get to her here in a second. Here is our bathtub over here. The reason I love this house, and it's gonna be so hard to leave, is this is our shower. There's no glass to clean. There's so much privacy. Honestly, this is like the best part of our house. You just like walk in. We have our towels hung here. These hooks just stick on, and they're from Amazon. I'll link those as well. And they work so well. It's a 4-pack. And then you turn in here. I wanted to share a few things in here. I picked these up for Savannah and she loved them, so I grabbed them for us, but they literally stick on, but they hold so much weight. Like they're not budging, and these are like heavy bottles. So that's a cool gift idea, or if you just need it for your bathroom. And then I also picked these up as well for our razors. So they're not just laying around, and I'll link those because that came in a 4-pack. But this is the time to get organized, or you can when January comes. Isn't this just a cool view though? When I get out, I can like see my bedroom, or I can head this way and go into our master closet. As we head into our master closet, you can see where Pearl has been replaced. So I've got future plans for her. I'm missing a lot of mirrors because I had to take them over to the Modern Jewel. So once I can find a mirror, I think I'm gonna shift her either to the left or right and then do a stand-up mirror right there. And I think that will be the perfect spot. I feel like she goes better in our closet here, just since my office is an office now and not a glam room, since I don't get ready in there. I've really enjoyed her, but I think she'll be really cool here in our closet. As you can see right here, I'm like super wild with my colors. Just kidding. I feel like I've come a long way. I used to only have black and gray. So look at like how I've opened up my world. I have leopard and tan. Sorry, I got cut off there. I ran out of battery. But as you can see, I've added a whole new color into my wardrobe, which for me is huge. Another question I get asked constantly are about these cubbies and where I found them. They are literally from Walmart. They're super affordable. I have 4, so basically it's like 6 cubbies right there. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. You can also stack them. So if you go back and watch an old home tour from like my previous house, you can see how I had them stacked. So you can do all sorts of things with those. We also have seasonal rods. If you guys have tall closets or you're building, you can just pull this bar down and like it comes down to me. Over here, Chase probably has as many clothes as I do. There's his side, and then he doesn't have as many shoes, so he just has his right there. But that is our master closet. Now that it's darker outside, I'm gonna go ahead and take you guys to the front yard so you can see all of our Christmas lights and how it looks when it's dark outside.
Whatever we do, we will be alright. These holiday wonders will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. Well, I'm all for...
Okay, if it's a little windy, I'm sorry, and it's gonna be kind of hard to film at night. Cameras just don't do their best at night. But you can see, it's weird how it looks like they're like popping on, but they're already on. That's really weird. Okay, I'm gonna get up close so you guys can see them better, but on all the corners, we did a red one and then 2 green ones. There you go, can you see those? So we did that on every corner, and I feel like it looks really neat. We also added the wreath, and then the reason for the season, baby Jesus, Mary and Joseph. This is where you can see Chase's Christmas tree. So eventually, maybe next year, I could put one right here in my office, and that might look really cool. When you come up, let me step back a little bit. And then we also have our reindeer over here in this corner because it's like super dark. You guys can't really see the flower beds right now, but I showed those towards the beginning of the video. But those are our outdoor Christmas lights. Okay, if you guys didn't click off, you get a bonus clip. I just realized I never showed our guest bedroom. So we have this cool little nook here, and then you walk in. I will say, I think it didn't cross my mind to film this just because this is my least favorite room in the house right now, and there's like no Christmas tree. I think next year I'll put a tree right here. I think that would be super cool. Just in case like my sister comes and stays in town. Sometimes my mom stays over here. This room just, I don't know. I don't know what to do with it. I think it's going to be probably one of my next makeover videos, probably after Christmas. I'm going to start shopping and looking. Some of the main pieces are perfect, but it's just like in between glam and Scandinavian, and I want to like shove it over the edge. So this is that space, and I'm sure I'll be posting a video about it very, very soon. Okay guys, that is a wrap. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I hope you got some inspiration before your family comes over for the holidays. I hope you guys have a wonderful week, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.
Will open your mind. May all your wishes tonight come true. The love I lived, the dream I knew. This Christmas, I only want